Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Jeremy from RandolphRunningClub, and today I want to talk to you about the Nike Epic React Flyknit 2 after 200 miles, right after this. So today, you just saw those highlights from my Saturday morning long run. That run was 9.2 miles, just a hair under 9 minutes per mile. I think it was 8 minutes 58, but it'll be there on the screen for you. And essentially with that run, I officially pushed these Nikes past 200 miles. So I figured today would be as good of a day as any to give my long-term review, talk about the comfort, the durability, the versatility of the shoe, and the value as well, and essentially highlight why I think that this shoe is the best value for most people that Nike has, and really amongst many different brands. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this review. So first off, this shoe is 8.74 ounces in a US men's size 10, according to Nike. So that's a pretty lightweight shoe. It's not the lightest shoe, but for something that you can use every single day, that's pretty darn light for sure. We have a 26 millimeter stack height in the heel, 17 millimeters in the forefoot. So what that equates to is a 9 millimeter offset or a 9 millimeter heel to toe drop. Pretty nice. That's right in my sweet spot range. I usually like something that's anywhere between 6 and 10 millimeters of heel to toe drop. And I'd say this shoe's pretty true to size. I gave you the weight there in a men's size 10. I wear a size 14, so I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I can tell you that these are one of the lighter pairs of shoes that I own right now. And on top of that, I think they run fairly true to size. I normally wear a 14 in most of my running shoes or basketball shoes, things like that. And I really didn't have any issues here. Very comfortable, nice and wide, nice base for my feet. And I'd say they're very neutral. If you need any type of support, this might not be the shoe for you. But it provides enough for someone who doesn't need excessive support and stability in their shoe. So talking about why this shoe in particular is the best value that Nike offers, in my opinion, let's start off with number one, comfort. So this is one of those shoes that you can really wear for any type of occasion. I mean, the React foam that is in the midsole is really just phenomenal. It's very responsive. It has a great amount of cushion. I find that it really protects the joints, and I mean that's why I took the shoe out on my long run, because I know that after a long week of pounding and just adding those miles, having speed sessions and all these other kinds of things, I know that this is a shoe that I can count on. The React foam, it's really nice. It's kind of cushiony, but it still springs you back and kind of gets you rolling through that motion and into that next step really well. So highly recommended. If you haven't tried React, this I believe was the second or third shoe with it, and I think that this is just it's a great foam. I hope that they continue on with it, and I know the Pegasus 37 and the React Infinity Run and a couple other shoes have it, so I think Nike's kind of adopting this as more so their mainstream running foam. So number two, I think this is a really big point, and I want to talk about the versatility of the shoe. So when I say this shoe is very versatile, has high versatility, what I mean is you can go from a long run where you're going really slow potentially, or you're just logging those miles, you're going 10 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles, whatever, You can do a speed session in this shoe. You know, I've run on this shoe at the track. I've done fartleks, you know, interval training, all kind of different things with the shoe. I hold my 5K, 10K, half marathon PR, all in these shoes, my mile PR right now. So I think that just goes to show you, I mean, if you want to pick up that pace, you can pick up the pace. But if you want to take it nice and easy, nice and slow, this shoe will definitely be there for you and it'll be a good ride. Number 3, and I think this is probably the thing that I was most worried about when I first got the shoe. And people, you know, seemed, at least in the initial reviews, kind of worried about it, is durability. And let me pick the shoe up here. So if you can see here, let me see if that's in focus. This is kind of the wear at the bottom of the shoe after slightly over 200 miles. I think I'm at right around 210 right now. And essentially, you know, there's definitely some scuffing, there's some wear there, but this shoe has remained so functional. I mean, it feels so good. I had another pair of shoes that I was running in prior to this that I got up to about 300 miles. And, you know, I started to develop some knee pains and shin splints and all these random things. And these particular shoes, they had held up so well. The traction is still great. Yeah, they're a little bit scuffed on the bottom, but to be honest, I don't feel that at all while I'm running. I mean, they feel phenomenal. I'm planning on taking these to at least 400 or 500 miles, and I really haven't seen any kind of breakdown with the shoe. The upper is holding up extraordinarily well as well. And then finally, number 4, I think this might be the reason that I think it's the best value, and really what makes it such a great all-arounder is the price. These shoes, when they first came out in 2019, were $150 straight from Nike. Now, I picked these up early 2020. The successor of these shoes had already come out. However, you know, you can pick these up at a Nike outlet like I did. You can pick them up directly from Nike's website and try them out. If they don't work for you, they have a great return policy, even if you've worn the shoes. And you can pick them up from anywhere between, I think, like 70 to 95 bucks. And for a shoe that can do every single thing and really take you to that next level, if you're just starting out, or even if you just need a steady workhorse shoe and you're a seasoned runner, I think these really tick all the boxes. So price, great thing. I mean, the React Infinity runs, I'm sure that is a phenomenal shoe, but they cost more than twice the price that I paid for these. So I don't think you can really beat the value there. Now, the only cons that I will say for this shoe, I have 2 cons, and just really briefly, the upper can hold a little bit of water, but that is kind of like a Nike Flyknit design issue, I guess. I don't want to call it an issue because I love the shoes and I love the upper. It's very sock-like. It fits well, conforms to your foot. However, on my run yesterday, for instance, I'm running in Miami and very humid, and, you know, as I'm sweating, I found that the shoes were seeming like a little bit squishy, if you will. And, you know, once I actually got home, I realized, oh, wow, like these shoes are drenched and they're retaining water. Sorry if that's TMI, but I think that is one problem that you might encounter potentially. But with that being said, the upper is very breathable. I don't have any issues. My feet didn't feel hot. They just kind of held on to the moisture a little bit. And I didn't have that problem when I was in New York. So your mileage might vary if you're in a different type of climate than I am right now. And the other thing that I will say is the upper itself is not really, there's not that many like eyelet chains. Like you see here, I just always leave them tied, but I have them tied basically as tight as they go. And I feel like you can't really get a great lockdown like right up here. So, I mean, I personally don't mind because I like my shoes to be a little bit more loose, I guess, you know, so that when I'm on that long run, if your feet are swelling or you have any type of stuff going on with your feet there as you're going along, which is the natural occurrence, your feet don't feel constricted. You don't have to stop and worry about that. But I know that some people like a really, really tight lockdown fit. If you're that person, this might not be the one for you. But like I said, you can always try them out from Nike, see how they work for you, see how they get on. And if not, you can return them. But yeah, that's all I have for today. And I really thank you guys so much for joining me, listening to me talk about shoes, talk about stretching, all these other things. And yeah, let me know down in the comments, what are your favorite shoes right now? What are your daily go-to shoes? Feel free to comment that, and of course, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, on Strava. All of that is in the description below. Thank you so much and have a great day.